Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The price of Bitcoin is officially back to $94,000. And again, I just want to take the first couple of seconds of this video to congratulate you massively because we've been longing Bitcoin extensively. Extensively. All of our positions are now in profit over on weeks. A lot of our altcoin positions are also in profit too. And in this video, not only am I going to talk about Bitcoin, and what has happened in the past 12 hours and why you need to immediately pay attention to that specific news. We're also going to go into gold, into traditional finance, and also talk about some altcoins that I've decided to buy into because if you've missed out on Bitcoin, then these look like the next sort of opportunity to be making money if you missed out the Bitcoin breakout, which I still think can pump all the way to $102,000. But enough said in the intro, we'll get into that straight away on today's update video. So if that sounds interesting, then destroy the like button, guys, and subscribe to become a crypto kid if you're not one already, because we're super close to 50,000 subscribers, only 800 subscribers away. So subscribe and leave a like, and also let me know in the comments if you've made good money because of this pump. And I really hope that you guys have, because I mean, I've just been trying my really level best over the past 2 weeks on the Moon Show channel, on the Crypto Kid channel, to just show you why Bitcoin will end up going to the upside either this week or the next. And I've been posting on Twitter saying that, $100,000 Bitcoin is going to happen in 2 weeks time, and everybody was making fun of me. So now that that's happening, I hope a lot of people were able to listen and profiteer from this situation. But anyways, let's go into the Bitcoin positions. Let's go into the Bitcoin technical analysis. Obviously, W formation, obviously inverse head and shoulder breakout on the 15 one hourly time frame. We're not going to get into those things, but I will tell you that Bitcoin is facing some important level of resistance right over here, right? So where we are trading at currently is a very important level of resistance, prior support during this consolidation period. This is when President Trump announced the crypto strategic reserve, and then obviously Bitcoin dumped all the way back down to the 80s in just a 2-week period. So it's okay that Bitcoin can find some resistance here. And I'm personally not planning on taking profit in my long positions until $102,000. But if you got into this pump late at like $91,000, $92,000, $93,000, then it would be a good opportunity to take some profit, de-risk, and then if we see a little bit of a correction, then wait until 102 and beyond to be entering into positions. But obviously, if you've been trading and buying Bitcoin at, if we look at the entries here and scroll down, like some of these positions will not ever get liquidated, which is pretty insane. We have the entries at 85, 87, 84, 83, 82, 77. Because our entries are super low, I'm not planning on taking profit now. But if you did do a day trade, then it can make sense to go ahead and take some profit from the market. And guys, if you want to be trading Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies like me, like what I'm doing here over on Weeks, then make sure to head to the links down in the description below and sign up to Weeks using this link in the description, because if you do so, then you'll get a chance of winning a Ferrari, which is unbelievable. You only need to complete a couple of steps. Obviously, if you're a whale trader, then it's a lot easier. But even if you're not a whale trader, it's fine, because you can win a lot more bonuses by just doing the small stuff and getting Weeks tokens, etc. So you don't have to necessarily be a baller trader to get the Ferrari. But if you are, then of course it's going to be super nice and might as well. So you can use the first link in the description to sign up and start trading on Weeks. But let's continue with Bitcoin, and then we'll get into our altcoins very shortly, because I think these altcoins will do tremendously well extremely soon. So Bitcoin resistance right now, and then the next level that I would be looking for is the $102,000 level, and that's why I'm going to keep these positions open, and that is pretty much it. I don't think it's too late to buy Bitcoin spot and also enter into low leverage positions, but obviously these entries would have been better to hold out. So let's go into the altcoins. So Sui is absolutely exploding. That's one project that's been doing super well in the past 24 to 48 hours, and obviously we spoke about Sui over on the Moon Show channel. And we talked about why I will be buying Sui, because we have this huge W formation on Sui as well. So congrats if you were able to buy some Sui. I added it to my portfolio around 48 to 72 hours ago. Again, I shared it on Twitter as well. But apart from this W formation, we also have the falling wedge breakout, which is great. If you're looking for a target for Sui, then I would just measure the height of this falling wedge, and you will get $3.6, which is good prior level of support. So now it would be resistance. So 3.6 is where I would be looking for Sui, and that is yet again another another 21% move to the upside. So if you put in $1,000 without leverage, essentially over on weeks, you can literally make 21% in return without being in a leverage position, which is kind of unbelievable. But if you do decide to enter into a leverage position, let's say 2, 3, 4x leverage, then you can double your money potentially in the upcoming few weeks. So Sui, great project, great team, ex-Facebook. They were trying to build Libra for Facebook, which was the Facebook blockchain project, but then Zuckerberg dropped it. So the guys went out and decided to build it for themselves under the name of Sui. So great project, great people, super, super bullish. And then we have Solana, which I've been aggressively buying between the $100 and the $130 range. I've been, again, sharing it on Twitter on why I'll be doing that. And of course, talking about it on the CryptoKid videos too. But huge W formation. I think it's going to follow what Bitcoin did. I'm expecting a meme coin summer once again when markets become boring. And Solana is just the best user chain. Like it's the best chain that has the best UI and best functionality. So I think Solana will do stupidly well. In the short term, I'm expecting $188 for Solana. And if you open a long position now, again, over on weeks, you can do so. Links are down in the description below if you want to be buying into these projects. That would be, right, if you open your position now, that would make you 24% unleveraged. 2x would make you obviously 48%, which is pretty cool. And then 4x leverage can double your money. Be careful with leverage, though. You have to risk manage so that your stop loss is okay. Because I would be putting my stop loss like this with a 12% loss, I would actually begin with doing no leverage. And then if Solana continues to pump, I would put my stop loss to break even and then increase my leverage or margin and then ride the wave all the way to $189. What is my macro target for Solana? Well, actually, I'm expecting $500 in the cycle. We have an incredible, massive, huge inverse, in fact, cup and handle pattern forming. And I think it will take Solana to astronomical levels. Great project. Meme coin season will come back eventually because people like gambling, and that's the reality. And I think Solana will do very, very well. The second last coin is AVAX. So AVAX is also premature compared to Bitcoin in its pump. We have broken out of this downtrend on the daily time frame, saw a retest to this trend line, and now we're seeing the pump and also a W formation too. AVAX, another great project, another fantastic project. Founder is Turkish, so shout out to Turkey. You can see neckline is just being broken, so even more premature of a pump than Solana. And I think the target for AVAX is going to be the following in the immediate short term. So there we go. AVAX, let's put it to the neckline, $29. So I would literally personally open this position right now. Right now, target would be $29.98, which would be a 30% price increase. Stop loss would be the following. I would keep it tight, just under this kind of support here, 8%, giving you 1 to 3.73 risk to reward ratio trade. I think it's fantastic. Again, you can set the trade up here over on weeks. So if you go to AVAX right here, AVAX, you can go market order, leverage, because, okay, let's check the leverage on this one. The leverage would be, because we have an 8% stop, I don't like to lose more than 20% in any given position. So I'm okay to do like 2x leverage here. And then of course, if we win, that's going to be a 60% return. So $1,000 will give you $600 profit. So you can do market and then 2x leverage here. I always like to use isolated separate. So let's change cross combined to isolated. Okay, so we need to do isolated combined. That's fine. And then market price and the amount of USDT you can choose. Take profit is going to be the following. So we want to put 30 USDT. And then our stop loss is going to be placed at 21.19. And there you go. Right now, I don't have any money left in this account because I'm completely in long positions already, but I have bought AVAX spot. So if you do want to enter into this position, spot or leverage, you can trade it over on weeks. And this is how I would set up my position. So the return rate, let's see. I'm just trying to see the return rate here. I think, yeah, so we don't want to do 20x leverage. We don't want to do 20x leverage. We want to do 2x leverage, confirm. So our return is going to be 60.8% and our potential stop loss will be 15.7%. I think it's a perfect risk managed trade. And yeah, I think it's a great one to be looking into if you want to trade these altcoins. And again, the links are down in the description below if you want to be trading all of these different altcoins. They're all available on weeks. If you want to buy crypto for the first time, then Bybit is also in the description to buy with credit card very easily. The final altcoin that I want to talk about is Dogecoin, because Doge is hitting incredible support on the weekly time frame. Doge is one of the best memes in the world. It will continue to live on. I'm not saying it's going to explode right now, but it's just incredible support, fantastic buying opportunity. Look at that, fantastic support. It's beautiful. And then very soon on the daily time frame, we're going to reverse this negative trend as well. And when we do that, and we're trying to do it, I think Doge will explode. Same sort of W formation on Dogecoin too on the daily time frame. And the immediate, let's have a look. I have a Dogecoin position already, by the way, over on weeks. So you can see Doge position up, not so much, 30% up, which is okay. Again, these altcoins haven't pumped yet relatively to Bitcoin. So Dogecoin, same W formation, break the neckline right here. Take profit will be in the immediate short term. Let's have a look. Put it above the neckline, 0.2498. And that's going to give you, unleveraged from where we are right now, 37% return. And I think Dogecoin is going to go to $1 in this cycle. So if you hold these positions, and I'm going to hold my position for a long time. I'm not thinking of taking profit on Dogecoin at this moment. I'm planning on holding Doge, spot, and leverage until we can reach $1. And that's going to give me unleveraged 442%. So $1,000 will become basically $5,000. And I have 2x leverage here, so that's going to 10x my money if Doge goes to $1, which I'm confident that it will do in this cycle. So those are the altcoins. Let me know if there are any other altcoins that you guys would like me to talk about in future videos, or if there are any other altcoins that you find interesting that I can take a look at. But just a recap of the past 12 hours, President Trump said he will not fire Powell, which is great. The tariffs on China will be much less than 145%. Pro-crypto SEC chair sworn in, and then Cantor Fitzgerald, who is the company of Howard Lutnick, and SoftBank are creating a $3 billion crypto fund. Unbelievable. Bitcoin has just flipped silver again in market capitalization. Gold is about to dump hard, and I think gold bugs will rotate their profits into Bitcoin because the opportunity looks a bit better. And then finally, you need to understand that these pumps happen over like a 3-day basis. So if you miss out on these days, then you're going to have to suffer 100 days of consolidation before you can see a large pump again. And that's why you have to watch every single video, subscribe, and destroy the like button to not miss out on these major moves and then profiteer from them. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you all very soon on this channel and on The Moon Show. So with that said, take care, and as always, bye-bye.